What is the number one risk factor for every disease known to man and woman? Stress or tension is the number one risk factor for every disease known to man. What is the number one bummer known to all human beings? Tension. Tension. Spirituality, is sometimes sort of characterized in really dramatic terms. But it's really unbelievably simple. Enlightenment is unbelievably simple. It is not the circumstance in which everything is known to you. It is the circumstance in which you are connected to the natural flow of your own creative resource. That's enlightenment. And when you are connected to the natural flow of your own inner resource, every tension dissolves into that flow, and what happens? What happens? The beauty and the happiness, the joy that is innately in everyone, including all of us. I know some of you don't believe that, but it's true. The innate joy becomes available to us. It starts to circulate in us and through us. It changes our mind, it changes our heart, it changes the way we see the world, and because of that, our world totally changes. And this is unbelievably simple. It is not complicated. All it requires is you, or me, taking our attention into ourself and beginning to try to feel that inner resource. And that inner resource is most available to us in the energy centers in our body that is distributing the breath of life through us so that it becomes us. It's unbelievably simple. And how, the real mystery in life, at least for me, is how people can go through their days every day tangled up in meaningless drama, and I mean meaningless, when this extraordinary beauty is available. And all we've got to do is find our breath and feel our body, and then start to feel and connect to our heart and the flow of life that is emanating from our heart. And it's really beautiful. It's unbelievably beautiful, really. It's simple. The drama is just how truly sweet and beautiful it is. And all the rest of the drama is just tension, which is, killing you, which is denying you any kind of creative experience that will demonstrate to you the divinity which is, your own essence. It's really simple. First, we find our own heart and the beauty in us, and we start circulating that. But there's a much more elaborate story that, I can tell you, but that's going to take hours. And really, it's going to take years for me to tell you the whole story. But I'm happy to do it. I sit here every day of my life for that sole purpose. But the short version of it is, that the whole universe is alive and aware and expressing itself as each of us. And the abundance that has created the entire universe is available inside each of us. And it is incredibly simple and incredibly beautiful. Each of our lives, each of our individual lives, has unimaginable possibility locked inside the tensions in us. And all we have to do is start to unlock those tensions and be willing to work at it a little bit. Then finding and cultivating the flow within ourselves is the first step. Finding our own beauty. And then the second step is bringing that beauty to our daily lives and beginning to try to open our hearts to every circumstance that we face and find a flow in it with the people that we share our lives with. The tensions come because of the difference between our expectation and our reality. I have to say that our expectations are bullshit. And that bullshit is something that has been imprinted upon us through no fault of their own, through no malice at all, has been imprinted upon us by our parents, and reinforced constantly, through all of the different ways in which we interact with the world, the media, the everything, school, whatever. And it creates in us the idea that our life should be something other than exactly what it is. So our job becomes, in resolving tensions, to accept our reality and understand that just exactly as we are, without ever having to need to be anything different, there is a miracle inside us, and if we can only just accept our life and begin to find the flow inside us and among ourselves, we are tapping into a creative potential which is just amazing. And when in our lives have we had the happiest experiences of all? And that's when we're in a situation where we're connected, first of all, we're doing a project that we like, and we're sharing that project with people who are feeling same, and there is this flow among us that is exciting and lifts everybody, and the outcome is, usually pretty amazing. Continuing to find that flow in ourselves and among ourselves, our life keeps growing and growing and growing. New skills need to be developed, new insights are had, ever more refined understanding comes up inside us from our effort, and and ultimately we come to a place where instead of knowing everything and having resolved all the confusion of life, we're happy. We don't need to know anything, and all the confusion is just what it is. Not every single day, all of us wake up, we don't know what the hell's going on. I don't know what the hell's going on. I don't care. I know one thing, and that is, if I find my breath and take my attention inside myself and open my heart and really try to love my life and the people that I share my life with, it's going to be wonderful. And you know, that's been working pretty darn well for me for quite a while. Life is forever confusing. Forget about it. Don't get tangled up in it. Release the tensions and allow your creative energy to flow. And then every day is about working and growing. And the work that we do inside ourselves to dissolve those tensions and allow our creative energy to be expressed will bring us ever more deeply, a joyous occasion. And an occasion in which we are able to accept that there are no answers. And the only thing to believe in, really and truly, is love. For most of us, our hearts come so packed in tension that it takes a while and some work to really unpack it. But I'll tell you one thing for sure, and this is definite. There is only one effort that you will ever make in your life that is really more than worth the amount of energy you put into it, and is that effort to really get in touch with and open your heart and release those tensions and allow your creative energy to flow. Every other effort you make, somebody else is making more money off your effort than you are. And it's only causing you more tension and more disease, which is killing you quicker. I know everybody in the world wants to find love. But the fact of the matter is, the only place you're going to find love is in your own heart. And when you find love in your own heart and you start growing it a little bit, maybe some people will come along who will be interested to share that love with you. And if you're sort of a little bit thoughtful about the whole thing, maybe they'll learn to access the love within themselves, and then you'll have something to flow together with and grow. But if you're looking for somebody else to give it to you first, well, actually, you came to the right place. But I can tell you for sure that 99.9% of the time, you're going to get screwed and you're not going to be happy about it. Which is exactly the opposite point to the point of getting screwed. Duh. And as you go along, opening your heart every day, the magic in your life and the miracles in your life get bigger and bigger and bigger. It's really unbelievable. And some of you, we've been doing this for a long time together. The reason, and because we have been doing, that's why we're doing it together for a long time. Because it just keeps getting more extraordinary. Those of you who haven't been doing this for a long time and don't quite know that, it's true. Loving yourself means opening your heart every single day to the love that is alive in you, and that love is the very life of your life. Cut the shit with the tension, cut the shit with the doubts and the fear and the cynicism and everything else, and just cut through the tensions to the sweetness and the beauty and the love in you, and start growing it. And if it's not the most amazing experience that you've ever had, I will personally refund every penny that you have spent on this seminar? Or is it a webinar? Maybe this is a dreaminar. Namaste, everybody.